welcome back to Yap Central, guys. Hopefully you guys liked last week's episode, and yeah, it was pretty fun. What do you guys think about last week's episode?
It was pretty great, and I think it was awesome, and I think you should check it out, and you should share.
Yes.
And actually, it's a fun thing that YouTube added, that whenever we say subscribe, the button glows up.
Yeah.
So check it out. Subscribe. If I say subscribe, the button will glow up at least once. So how about you click it?
Subscribe.
So that you can see more of our videos and more of our dumb things. But I'm going to get to the point. There's a certain person that's here that wasn't here last week.
Yeah. Welcome back, Adriana.
Thank you.
I'm back. But I got a bone to pick with y'all.
Uh-oh.
Well, before that,
We're missing someone
yeah,
else
Danny's
now.
not here.
Oh, Daniel.
Sadly, he had to deal with something. He had something to do. I'm not sure, but hopefully it all goes well.
Yep.
But
Good luck,
hopefully we'll be
Danny.
back next episode.
I'm going to do faces.
All right. So, yeah, hopefully Danny will be back. We miss you. Yeah. But what was that bone that you had to pick?
I heard that I was casted out
Where?
from the show.
What? Who
What-
told you that?
I don't know. It was I didn't. A bird didn't tell me. I saw a video, which, by the way, go check it out, guys,
Subscribe.
and subscribe. But I saw a video, and it said that I was casted. This person said that I was casted out of the team.
So,
Oh, dang. I
And then
really wanted to
Herson's
be.
not here, too.
Herson's not here.
He was
Unfortunately.
casted out. No. He was.
And now, if you guys can tell, he's not here, but I am.
Ooh.
So who was casted
I
out?
don't know. Process of elimination.
I think, what goes up must go down, That's how it is.
So next time someone comes for me, they might not be here.
Wow.
Wow. Anywho,
Anyways.
how's you guys' week been?
It's been good. I love that it's warm again. It's warm now,
Hopefully.
but there was like a couple days that it was cold. It was just like, it was 70 like 1 hour, and then before I knew it, it was 20
Snowing.
degrees.
Literally.
Like it was
Yeah.
just.
It was,
I was
terrible.
literally. It was Tuesday. I went out to go play pickleball. I was sweating.
Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. And then the night it was freezing. I'm like, what the heck? I was literally. It's bizarre.
No,
It really
there was. I saw it on TikTok or something that Kansas City had all 4 seasons in 24 hours,
Literally.
Wow.
and it was so crazy because when was it, Jonathan? Wednesday, Tuesday. We had. I was like, let's go to the park because I like to go walk and everything, and so I was like, I texted my friend and I said, come over, and I changed. It only took 1 hour. It was probably 70 degrees outside. When he got there and everything, I stepped outside. It was windy and freezing.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we're like, well, we're not going to go. So we went to go hang out at some of our friends' house. And all of a sudden, like 2 hours later, there's a whole blizzard
Yep.
outside. And I'm just like, welcome to Kansas City.
It's all that gopher's fault, too.
I know.
That dumb gopher.
Isn't it a groundhog?
Groundhog, I meant.
The gopher.
Whatever.
Wait, but before
Whatever
we continue,
it is.
I want to address something. Because, like, we all love sports.
Yes.
But I have a bone to pick with somebody who just shared their story. She says she went to go play pickleball.
That's what my face was like.
The most unathletic sport in the world.
It's so. Herson was doing.
Excuse me, what?
But no, when I said that, I knew it sounded bad. No, pickleball is so fun.
It is fun, but I feel like it's not a real sport.
It's just giant ping pong.
It's just like...
You know
like,
what?
No, it's okay.
It's good
Here's
for
the
me
thing.
because
It's
it's-
good. Yes, it's good. What bothers me is there's a professional league. That's
Yeah.
what bothers me. Because it's like, these
no,
are...
but it's so
The-
fun.
no,
and
the fact-
I was sweating.
The fact that pickleball is a professional sport and spikeball isn't.
That's true.
That's crazy. Yeah,
That
I
is
do-
true.
Yeah,
That is
because
true.
spikeball is a lot more than just a little small court. While you have to run the whole.
Yeah, like the whole 360.
There's no limit on that.
I think singing should be a sport.
Okay. I don't agree.
Next question.
Hey, actually, he does have a point because chess is a sport.
Chess.
Boxing
Chess,
chess.
is officially a sport.
That's what I'm saying. And we use when you sing.
Oh,
Yeah, like chess.
thought
Yeah,
you
and
were
then when
talking
you
about
sing,
chess.
you actually like you use a lot of muscles.
You use your
and
chest.
Oh no, he did really come with the
Looking
dad
out for
joke.
you,
Oh,
Danny.
yeah.
You gotta hit the dad jokes since
Yeah.
Danny's not here.
Looks like somebody else is not going to be in the podcast
next week.
I'm just
Next
kidding.
video.
No, but yeah, when you sing, you do. If you've noticed, a lot of people sweat because they're using a lot of their.
Their abs.
They're what? They're what? What are they using, bro?
Oh,
That was a really hard hit.
No, it wasn't.
It's like
it's kind of hollow.
it was more like a Celine Dion type of.
What do they use, bro?
They use a lot of the diaphragm.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Diaphragm. Yeah.
Aren't you a vocalist?
I am a vocalist. Thank you very much.
But not a professional vocalist.
Oh.
You tried it. I am a professional vocalist. Actually, I got.
Well,
my
you just
degree.
said that singing is not a sport, so you can't be a professional.
Singing is
vocalist.
a sport. I think it's a sport, and it should be recognized as a sport.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll be seeing you in the Olympics then. So
He'll sing the national anthem. That's what he's gonna be doing.
imagine though, like if you singing is a sport and you have to.
But I feel like sports like competition. I guess they are competitions, like singing competitions.
Maybe
but-
a cappella singing would be a sport. That would be cool. Is that a movie review that I'm seeing?
Hey.
I love pitch. Okay.
Go ahead.
Zoom 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 zoom.
That's what I was trying to remember. I'm like, what's the noise?
And then she goes. She's like, I still can't hear anything.
Dude, but she says the wildest thing. So
Yeah.
Anyways,
Pitch Perfect.
but it's been a pretty. I think going back to your question,
oh yeah, how's your week been?
it's been pretty heavy. I guess our boss from our job hasn't been there. I don't know, for some reason it's been heavy for me.
Yep.
It's been a heavy week, even though I'm heavy.
All right. You didn't have to say that.
Everybody was thinking it.
You tried to earn yourself.
And I'm sure Danny would have been, if Danny was here, he would have been like, well, you know, it's been heavy. It's always been heavy. Because he calls me that big head for what? So I tell him that he calls me fat because my head's connected to my whole body. So technically, if you call me a big head, you're calling me big.
What if you just never thought of that and you're just making fun of yourself?
Well, I'm like Fat Amy, you know, when she says in Pitch Perfect, I'd rather call myself Fat Amy or Fat Hersom before you skinny do behind my back.
Damn.
Hey, we're skinny though.
Hey, we are skinny.
Wow.
Can you say it to me?
But yes, how's your week been?
Anyways, how's
It's been going. I'm surviving. I got in a little. My allergies have been kicking in, so I got in this nasty cough. But
That's Kansas City.
My allergies
I
been
know.
going bad because
I feel like everyone's just.
I'm waking up with like sore throat every morning. It just sucks. I have to run to the kitchen get some water because I'm about to
Bro, I've been waking up like that, like SpongeBob.
like water.
I literally.
I need it.
I'm probably just gonna put a water bottle right next
I
to my
do.
bed.
I do
I'm
too.
surprised.
I
you
forget.
don't.
I forget. That's the thing. I just go to bed.
I'm
That's
like,
it.
I
But then
had,
my mom, she's like, when I see you sometimes I fall asleep in the living room, she'd be like, you're like. So
do you
like,
snore?
Yes. And I think I need to go get checked.
Like get a sleep study?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
I don't know.
Just kidding. I've never been it,
Don't
but
you
I
just,
snore.
like, it's like a little hotel stay. You just sleep over at like a room.
In a room with
They just-
wires all
yeah.
over you and just
Sounds calming.
Interesting.
yeah.
It's
Sounds
cool.
scary. I think overall, we're alive, so that's good.
That's good.
Still
How about
alive.
you people? How are you guys doing?
Comment down below how has your week been, and we will like it and
we will
reply.
We will reply and make fun of you. No, actually, never mind. We won't make fun of you, but yes, comment down below how was your week. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
So what did you guys talk about last week?
What are we
Well,
talking?
clearly, if you watched the
If you-
episode,
If you
Yep.
watched the episode, yeah, whatever.
Well,
this episode right
technically-
here.
Well, technically, when this comes out, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, you would know
Yes,
because
you
it's out
would,
right now.
'cause Today
It's
it
out
came
right now.
out.
Go like it, subscribe.
But I wanted to be a surprise factor. Yeah. So
You just check it out.
Just
Yeah.
check it out. On
But
your
today's a
own
new episode.
Yeah.
New
time. So we
things
have
to
new
talk about.
topics. Speaking of topics, Tony, what was your question?
All right,
I
guys.
really like the question. Sorry.
I have two very good questions. I told them before the episode, so this is a new.
Because you were late.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
All right. If you were stuck in a movie and you're the main character, what movie would you want to be in?
Oof.
Another movie review.
Oof.
We'll not
Gotta
get
hit.
into it.
No,
but-
all right.
Or we'll let them go because they already have.
Yeah,
'cause-
I don't know. I haven't had time.
Okay, so when he asked that, I just thought of Grown Ups. I don't know why. I just really like the family vibes. The water park just seems like the best time to be alive. That's the first movie, but like thinking it, there's probably better movies out there to be. Well, that was mine. What's yours, person?
Avatar. Because I want to be tall and skinny.
Is that it?
And I want to own a dragon. And I want to be able to connect with my dragon with my tail.
All right.
Wow.
And swim underwater.
Well, now that
Avatar
you say
2.
actually, now that you say it, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you can fly, and
And you
you're
can
in a beautiful
fly.
like planet.
Islands.
But you're the main
Pandora?
character, though, if you think about it.
Like,
He fights all the time.
Yeah.
But
but
he's
like,
still
isn't
alive.
he like frozen? Like,
No, he's dead. Well, his human body died.
His human body is dead.
But
His
his conscious.
avatar is alive.
It's conscious.
I think it's going to be an Avatar 3 as well.
They're making 5.
that's crazy. Didn't it take like 10 years to make the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
It was good. I liked it. Though.
I never see. Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
You saw it on TikTok.
TikTok.
No, but it was good.
Yeah, but that's what my movie would be.
Avatar. I would also. I was thinking about Avatar, but I don't want to copy you. So I'm going to say. It's because I don't want to pick one of those like dangerous movies because then I might die.
Yeah, you can't pick
Exactly.
Batman because your parents are going to die. So
Any superhero movie, like
Any
it's a
superhero
tragic
movie.
thing.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, oh, Spider-Man, but then I was like, oh, my family will die.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Oh, sorry.
Oh gosh.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler.
I lose all my friends.
That's
So what movie?
Maybe one of those dog movies, like.
Airbud?
Hey, that would be cool. Or have you guys seen like Dog Hotel? Like I don't-
Hotel for Dogs.
Hotel for Dogs, not Dog Hotel.
So you want to be a dog?
No, I want to open a hotel for dogs.
He wants to be Selena Gomez's brother.
Oh.
Or was his
seen
brother?
it.
Oh, it's a really old movie.
I can't watch dog movies.
That's not
Dude,
sad.
I know what. Camp Rock.
Yes!
Dude, just
Camp Rock.
it's just people, bro. Just
Camp Rock.
teenagers in a camp
In a
rocking
camp,
out.
Rocking out. Dude, that seems like the summer.
Nah, since you said that,
Love stories, love triangles, dude. Everything you could
Everything is
want.
in that movie.
Exactly.
The cattiness, the pettiness, and then the
Drama.
talent. I would definitely do Camp. You know what? I changed my answer.
You know what? Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
Which
it
one,
has
though?
to be. Huh?
which one?
Camp
There's
Rock
like,
1.
Camp Rock
it's
1
in
is
like
pretty
3.
good.
No,
There's
there's
two.
two.
There's 2.
The second one is just a little too like I want to go old school. Like
Yeah,
the
Camp-
second
Camp Rock-
one is just very like
Since you said like Disney,
But I like Camp Rock too because
Your turn.
the Jonas Brothers. Sorry, sorry, I was just thinking.
go on.
go on.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
What are you
go.
gonna say?
Go
I was saying
on.
like Camp Rock too. Like the Jonas Brothers are more. They're like mostly. And I love that song that Nick Jonas sings in that movie. In that movie, the
Dun, dun, dun,
that
dun.
100 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite
my
song.
favorite song. But Camp Rock 1. Oh, I love it.
All right. So the movie I would probably pick. I was thinking about like TV show. I was gonna do
The
Avatar.
question was movie.
Okay, Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the movie though, because that movie was terrible. But since you said a Disney movie, I probably would have picked Sky High.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be a good
Yeah.
movie.
The
I
the
love-
scary thing though is like you could get a bad power.
No, but you're the main character.
Okay.
But like, okay, so when we're saying main character, like we're getting into it, but like,
Yeah.
are we living?
Are
the,
we
Yeah,
living
you-
like
you
the
have
main
the
character?
main
life?
character life,
Yeah,
or
it's
are
like-
we doing our own decisions?
It's like the Teen Beach movie. They have to follow the movie.
oh, that's a good.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, I love-
Have you guys ever seen on Disney? It's an old one. It's called Johnny Tsunami.
no.
Oh, isn't it like the surfing one?
The surfing one.
Snowboarding?
He moves. They move over. He like is all. And then he lives in Hawaii. And then I guess his dad, he works for a college or something, and then he gets moved to like somewhere in the mountains of like the snow or something. So he gets taken from one
one climate to another climate.
to another climate, and then on the second one it's Johnny Tsunami, but it's like he comes back to Hawaii, and then he gets into like skate. I think I would do Johnny.
Johnny
If you guys
Tsunami.
know who the Johnny Tsunami, but it's because I'm Disney Channel like kid, but like 2000s.
Yeah.
Ancient.
So you're like,
It's not ancient. No,
No,
I'm Disney. Like I'm 2009 in a 2010.
The
Like-
Sweet Life, like
Like
on
the
Zack
Sweet Life
and the-
movie.
Yeah,
Like that. Was,
yeah. What was your favorite Disney Channel
Like,
Show?
Hey, Jesse. I'm just kidding.
No, I want to say it was either Even Stevens or Kim Possible.
I met her. I met Christine
Of course you
Romano.
did.
No
I sang with
way.
her.
No
You
way.
sang,
Yeah, I was part of the Radio Disney competition,
right?
and she was one of the guest singers, and we got to sing together. And she was
Do
like,
you have
"You're
a
gonna
picture with
be-"
her?
I think I do, but I don't know where it's at. It's
Gotta see it to believe
Yeah.
it.
And then I won the Radio Disney competition,
As you should.
and I was invited. And then one of my what's it called, awards was for me to choose a concert to go to, and I would meet the artist.
What
And
concert you picked?
I picked Christina Aguilera,
Oh my
Of course you
god.
did.
and I got to meet a girl band called the Pussycat Dolls. We probably shouldn't say. What's a girl band? It was the Pussycat Dolls, and then because I grew up listening to Christina, I grew up listening to all the divas and the divos of the
Divos?
80s. Divos, yeah.
Who are Devos?
Well, you have like
In sync? I don't know.
ew, no, those are not. Those are girl
Backstreet
bands.
Boys?
Backstreet Boys, no. I would say divos back in the days were like Michael Jackson, Prince,
Freddie
I
Mercury.
was still thinking like
No.
Freddie. Yeah, well, he was more 70s and 80s.
I guess, yeah.
But like Michael,
the Jackson 5.
No, Jackson 5. No,
That was
sis,
way-
That was like 50s.
Guys, I don't know.
50s. That was
talking about.
Jackson 5 was the 50s.
That was like
or 60s.
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 Yeah.
But yeah, some divas, and then also, but mostly the divas, because I had a really high pitched voice back when I was a little kid.
But you
so.
actually got to meet. Did you meet Christina Aguilera?
I did. I was able to meet her. I remember that time.
That's
It's
great.
beautiful.
That's
I
great.
was like, I love you. I don't know. I was such a
Were you, like,
have you guys
fanboy?
ever met a celebrity?
No, I haven't.
No,
I actually haven't.
I think I haven't met.
I
Like
haven't either.
I met
Like, I don't
celebrity
consider,
pastors. That's it. But
Who have you met?
pretty much everyone,
Pastor Juan Carlos.
whoever
Hari.
comes to our church.
Oh, really?
That's the only like celebrities I've.
But those are
probably-
not celebrities.
in the Christian world.
Well, they
are.
kind of are
In the
celebrities.
Christian
I guess.
if you
I
really think
guess.
about it.
But if you
They're
think
well
about like
known.
celebrities, more like
Actors.
Yeah.
What do you consider celebrity? Like I seen that was like that's a hot take. Like people consider TikToker celebrities,
No.
and
I don't
people
think so.
hate that.
I don't think they're
They're like
celebrities.
influencers.
I think you can get to that point, but usually not. Like I would say that you can get to the point where you're so famous that you're in like TV, but you
Yeah.
started with TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like celebrities is like for actors, like
Yeah.
for that type of stuff.
You guys have never. I met the guy who plays Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Paul-
I met
Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Tony is so mad.
I've met him. He's amazing. He's like
He
I-
seems like the sweetest guy
he
ever.
is so. They're all those actors. Well, because I used to work for a hotel here in the Plaza in Kansas City, and they used to do this thing called the Big Slick here at the Royal Stadium, and they brought Selena Gomez, they brought Paul Rudd, they brought this I forget his name is also Paul as well. I think he's from Kansas City. He's a comedian. He was on like 21 Jump Street.
Channing Tatum.
No, not Channing
No,
Tatum.
not Jonah Hill. It's was he the coach?
Yes.
On 21 Jump Street. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I can't-
him. And then I met also just met a few celebrities and everything. But at that hotel, I got to meet Taylor Swift. I got
That's
to meet
crazy.
Lil Wayne. I got to meet Cher. I got to
Wow.
meet
Cher.
Janet Jackson.
Where's table?
Huh?
God.
I got you, Danny.
And I got to meet Demi Lovato. I also
Was
got to
she-
meet Maroon 5. Who,
That's
Demi?
cool.
Was
But
she
see-
there or was she not?
She was very rude.
Who?
She was Demi.
Oh.
Demi.
What's
she
the
was
rudest
just.
celebrity you've met?
I think Demi.
Oh.
But then I realized a few years later when her documentary came out, I realized that she just got out of rehab, and I understood why. And because I used to take care of VIP, so got the rooms ready and everything like itinerary wise for the hotel, and they would take like anything alcoholic, anything sharp, needs to get out of the room. And so I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, is she like depressed or something? But you're not supposed to ask any questions, just
Just
obey
do
for
it.
whether. But then I realized, and then she was just really like
Who's going through it?
Yeah. The one celebrity that I always tell the story that I didn't know I was meeting is this guy who came up to the front desk and was like, "Hey, my key's not working." And I said, "Cool, I'll get that for you." I'm like, "Something's going on with our system." And, and I'm trying to fix it there. And I'm like, I have to restart my system. And people were walking by and they're like, oh my God. And like pointing at him. And I'm like, who the heck? So, me as a friend, anybody who's worked in the front, in the hospitality industry, if you are in the front desk, you got to kind of build a conversation. So I was like, oh, so, what brings you into Kansas City? He's like, oh, work and everything. I'm like, oh, so what do you do here for? Oh, no. First, he was like, oh, yeah, you can see you're Latino. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I see you're Latino too. He's like, yeah. And then they started telling me that he had a few companies in Puerto Rico and this and this and this and that. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I started like having a full on conversation about like Hispanics and everything, this and all that, right? And I'm like, but anyways, I'm like, what brings you into work? And he was like, into the hotel. He's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Daddy Yankee.
No, and I was like,
Mark Anthony.
Yeah. And then he was like, well, I play baseball. I was like, oh,
okay.
I was like, okay, cool. So you're here with the Yankees then? Because the Yankees were staying there. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, do you really not? And I'm like, no. And it was Alex Rodriguez. I didn't even know it was him.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
I see.
I was like, wait a minute, you dated Cameron Diaz?
Of course.
You told him that? And he's like,
yeah. I was like,
That's so awkward.
wait, who did he date?
Cameron Diaz.
Did he
Oh,
J-Lo?
yeah. Yeah,
They're like married.
They got married and everything.
But Jennifer's married.
To how
Okay.
many people?
She has like
Every
the
other-
Infinity Gauntlet of rings.
Sorry, J-Lo, if you get to watch this, which probably not, I don't know.
You will.
You
But
will.
when I become famous, and I'm sure people are going to search deep that I've talked about you, but girl,
It's all love.
it's all love, but settle down.
Settle down.
Let's find you a boo.
That's
But anyways, but yeah.
That's
You guys have
crazy.
never really met a celebrity?
No,
Nope.
no, dude, not
Who
really.
have you met that's been like a Christian celebrity?
The person that is more memorable is Franco.
Figueroa?
Yeah. He was the most memorable for me because he actually came up to me like, hey, how are you?
Really?
Like, he actually, like, not a lot of people come up to me or like usually I have the mics ready and stuff like that. People just grab it and go. And they don't say thank you or anything like that. But Franco just like literally just stopped and had like a quick conversation for me, which was memorable because not a lot of people do that.
I'll send this to him.
Thank you.
I'll translate it.
It's
my,
subtitled.
That's nice.
he's my
Love you,
mentor.
Franco.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so nice.
but yeah, it was
That's
like
so cool.
such memorable for me, so that's why it's like my
But-
favorite.
But so meeting means like talking to them person, not like.
Meeting or even saying hello or taking a picture.
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't. I've seen like YouTubers, for example, like one of their shows, but I've never met somebody like one on one.
I feel like the one person I still have yet to meet and I want to meet is Tasha Cobbs.
Tasha
Oh,
Cobbs, that would be cool.
I want to meet her so bad, and I'm not degrading other other well-known Christian artists because we've met Christine, we've all met Marcos Brunet.
Marcos Brunet, yeah.
We've all, who else have we met? Franco. Our pastor, we can consider him well-known.
Yeah.
We see him every day.
Who else?
We won't say names. Our
Yeah,
pastor,
at some
because
point, Miel San Marcos, we were gonna
meet him, but then he.
No, but at some point we were.
I met
know.
Barack.
Oh yeah, we did meet Barack.
I never met him.
Robert Green.
Robert Green.
Yeah.
We met Robert. I've met Everly Murillo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Who else have we met?
And if you'd
That's
like to
it.
be on the episode, comment down below. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, who have you met?
Oh no, just those celebrities you listed off.
But if you're a celebrity and you're watching this and you want to be here,
Yeah, we're more welcome to
I'll
have
make
you.
space.
Yeah, we'll
I'll sit in the corner.
in the corner.
Yeah. But the nicest celebrity I met is Taylor Swift, though.
No, yeah,
She's super sweet.
dude, it's
She
it's
seems
great.
like a
I mean, she's like honestly like we're already on this topic. She's a nice. I feel like she's a nice person. I think she just gets hated because she's kind of like a little quirky.
No, she gets hated because everyone's talking about her when she's not really doing that much.
I know, but like what I think is like because she's not a very charismatic type of person. You know what I mean? She's very talented. Like her
Yeah.
music's so good. The amount of work she puts into her concerts and all that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that she became really, really famous.
Yeah.
And like usually people don't realize how famous she is. Like to the point, like everybody, everywhere she goes, they know her. But it's because she's been
Like I
famous.
don't get why she's getting hate on. Like obviously, like we live in Kansas City. Like Travis Kelce and Taylor is like a big topic here. But I don't know why she's getting hated on. Like I'm like, she let the girl be happy with the guy.
It's kind of like that Justin Bieber hate. You know, like it's like that teenage icon who's like still famous and like people would just.
But I don't like Haley Berry. Hey, what is her? Haley Bieber?
Haley Bieber.
I
Well, not
don't
Bieber.
like her. Okay, what did I say?
Haley
No, no.
baby. What
Haley
is
Bieber.
Berry or
Halle Berry.
Hailey Bieber.
Halle Berry? No,
No, Halle Berry is
Halle Berry.
cool.
That's my wife.
Oh.
But
She's cool.
Haley Bieber?
Haley
yeah.
Bieber.
Haley Bieber. I don't like her. I've never met her.
Or
but the
Haley
thing-
Baldwin. I think it is, right? That's her original name.
original name, but she was a fangirl of Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, I seen those videos.
And like she was like she got her man. I mean, which is cool, but
Actually,
just the stuff that she said about Selena Gomez, it's not okay.
I feel like when you're like putting someone down, that's where I kind of lose my respect
Yeah.
for you. Cause like, why are we doing that? Like,
And I don't understand why people understand, like when it comes, for example, like Taylor Swift and everything. People just hate on her because sometimes girls just want that lifestyle.
they're
And
just
they don't have it and they're
Yeah.
jealous. And it's like when it comes to them, you don't know what these celebrities go through. Like for example, I saw an interview by Tasha Cobbs that she was hated on because she said we need to pray for Beyonce. And like the Christian world just went crazy. Because they're like, why are you praying about Beyonce? This and this and this and that. I was like, you don't if even Tasha was like, if I feel the pressure as someone that's well known in this industry and how monstrous and how intense this in the music industry is, especially even in gospel and worship, it's still a big monster. I can't imagine how much pressure she feels.
Yeah.
So it was in my space. So you don't know what maybe they're not quirky. You understand they don't have a real life. They literally live in a bubble, and they have to, like someone like Taylor has to live constantly in a
And
bubble.
she's lived like that for a long time.
For a long time.
I
And
I remember she was like 13 when she became
Yeah.
famous. Like, actually, didn't she show up in like the Hannah Montana movie? She's in that movie. Like, if you go back
yeah.
and you watch
Actually?
the Hannah Montana movie, like the first one that came out.
Oh, yeah.
she's there. She's in that movie.
That's
She was-
She's singing like in the ranch.
I don't
Like
remember.
she's like Hannah goes to
before
Tennessee.
She, does that,
She goes to Tennessee and she's singing there, and she's like 13, like a little girl.
Wow.
yeah.
She's been famous.
And
for a
you have
long
to
time.
understand all these celebrities, like I said, they're in their bubbles. You don't know the pressures that they're going through. The fact that they can't, for us, for example, my piece is for me to go to the park and walk around. This girl can't do that. You know, these people can't do that. So it's like we have to show these celebrities a little bit of
Dude,
grace.
I know. I don't know who it was that they said like, "Oh, dude, I saw Patrick Mahomes. Where did he go? I think he went to somewhere here, and like he was just like trying to like go to this. Where
Oh,
was
no. There was a lookalike. There was a Patrick Mahomes lookalike at the Oak Park Mall.
At the Oak Park Mall, I heard
just
about that.
walking and people swarming him thinking they were.
I thought
Patrick
people. I had somebody say, "Oh, it's actually Patrick Mahomes," but I didn't know. It was a fake.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a
You didn't
lookalike.
But
No, I feel bad for
dude. But how do
celebrities.
people like confuse him? Like
Well,
I think you can
saw a
tell pretty
video.
well.
I
Like
saw a video and he did look like
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't.
did
But
see
it
that.
wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him.
Apparently not.
No, I want to watch the
Because
video.
I don't think he would go to a mall.
He'll order it.
Yeah.
No, but I feel bad for celebrities
can buy them
because
all.
like literally.
Yeah.
No, I feel bad for celebrities because I feel like like what you were saying, like we like to like our outlet could be going to the park and walk and like getting some air. These poor celebrities don't have that like that freedom to do it, and it's just so sad. And like it is sad. Like obviously we should pray for them and like get that like out there, but I don't know why people think it's bad for praying for those types
See,
of people.
and I feel like that's when it's important to have like Christian celebrities, because what I mean by Christian celebrities, I don't mean like somebody that's Christian and became famous. I mean somebody that is famous and became Christian.
Yeah.
Because those
Yeah.
are the people that will get to those people. We could
Yeah, for
never
sure.
get to,
Yeah.
like for example Taylor Swift, but somebody that is famous, for example like Daddy Yankee, like he can preach to other rappers and other famous artists,
Yeah.
and we
Like,
could
he'll-
never do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
He'll
has
reach out.
that like calling, you know. I feel like
Not
if
yet
God,
though.
if God puts you in, if God
Look
puts
at
you in
that.
a place, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, and even for like, for example, something like someone like Daddy Yankee, we true as humans, as people that have learned that grace has been given to us, so we give grace as well. Is to really keep them in our prayers and stuff, because someone like him, who has been a celebrity, who is one of the biggest, reggae artists. Yeah, I mean, he was, he was the one that
pretty much one of the founding
fathers of it, and now has turned his life into the Lord. And I'm like, hopefully God, guides them and maintains and gives them strength to maintain that lifestyle.
Because it's crazy, bro. Like the amount of people that look up to him. Because even I remember being a kid and listening to because that would play, it would blast in parties. Before my parents were Christian.
He was out there twerking for Jesus with Daddy Yankee.
No, bro. I was 5, bro. I was 5.
Twerking wasn't a band back then.
He's been always
twerking has no age.
I don't think twerking existed back then.
I think
it was invented around.
It was just throwing it back.
I don't know. Anyways,
it existed.
History lesson with her on twerking was established in 19.
If you know when twerking was, no, I'm just kidding. Don't comment.
Just kidding.
Don't look it up.
We're not saying twerking is good.
Yeah, we're just saying in the past, Latino countries, Daddy Yankee was blasting everywhere, even 2005, even before then. So that guy has been on the music industry for so long.
Yeah, he's been.
And even the up and coming artists, that's their inspiration.
Yeah.
And looking that your inspiration is now Christian and is giving up his life and everything he has to Christ, that has to affect people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, and it's weird because I've seen some TikTokers who have been famous and they blew up and then they just turn Christian, and they sometimes go live and I click it and there's so many people that still stick with them and are now they're just reading the Bible and they're like, oh wow, that's so powerful. I feel like it's a lot powerful when someone who was a celebrity or an influencer becomes Christian, because I feel like it impacts other people, like you said, people that we can't reach.
That's true.
And it's beautiful because it shows that God's truly not your enemy. And people have painted, the industry has painted Jesus as a Jesus that he doesn't forgive anymore, doesn't show grace anymore. And so for people to see someone that has that influence in people, to see, look, God still has grace and God still has love for me, it says a lot about it to know that God really isn't the enemy. So a lot of people are probably like, oh wow. I've seen some comments on his Instagram that have said, oh wow, really? You can actually still look to God? I thought God didn't really love me because I loved your music or love this and this and that. So it's it's a good way of how now the tables are turning.
Right.
Yeah, that's good, especially in this time of age. Yeah.
Look, we need it because that's one thing I also wanted to talk about with you guys about what happened at the parade here in Kansas City. It was worldwide news.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it was crazy. I'm just glad that nobody that I know of got injured, or nobody that I know of went through anything bad. But it is kind of scary to think about that. At any point in time, something like that can happen.
Right.
I know.
And the crazy thing is we see it all the time in the news.
Yeah.
But then it happens here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see people that there.
Yeah.
And then you see it in their stories and you see it in their posts and you're like, I was here at the parade. And then you see the live stream and then you're like, okay, that's not good.
That's not, yeah.
And then you start making phone calls and you start texting people.
It's scary. It kind of puts, because Tony was about to go to that. And I get a text I see the news and I'm like, oh my gosh, is Tony there? Because I didn't text him. And then he texts our group chat. He's like, oh, I ended up not going. And I'm like the fear that I had, I was like, and it just made me think when this happens in other places, when it happened here, the families, their hearts must have dropped. Because imagine not knowing how your family member or your friend, how they're doing when something like this is so big, and it's just scary. I was saying it, you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them the story that happened at Sunfresh?
Well, yeah, because when was the shooting? It was that Tuesday, right?
Wednesday.
It was that Wednesday.
The Wednesday.
And then the Friday.
And then there was a Friday. So, me and Adriana, we had something to do for my job, and we had to go buy some some refreshments and little spreads of like food and little bites. And so me and Adriana, we went to one of the stores here, and which is funny that we were just saying it as a joke before, and we're like, oh my God, hopefully we come out of here safe, you know,
As a joke.
as a joke. And then all of a sudden, like, we're looking for whatever we're looking at, and then towards the end of that shopping trip, someone starts yelling, and they're saying, hurry up, and like yelling.
Like,
And so
scared.
I got scared, and I looked at Adriana. I'm like, oh my God, they're getting robbed, or there's a shooting or something. It just put so much fear in me, because I'm just like, oh my God, even though nothing happened, it was someone who was having, I think they were
Schizophrenic.
Yeah, schizophrenic, and they were having an episode. And so, but it just brought me back to reality that even we went to another store after that, and we're just like, oh my God, we're like, oh Lord, let us walk out of here, you know,
Safely.
safe. And it's the fact that we're now
Thinking like that.
and that every store you go to, I personally am scared to go to every event.
No, literally, it's bad, but like I always have like an escape plan on my mind. The back of my head, I'm just thinking, like, all right, there's an exit right there. There's an exit right there.
And it's
There's
sad that
something-
we think like
I have
that
to think
now.
that every time I go to a building and stuff like that, I know where the exit's at, just in case something happens. So that's my mentality.
I think about that in church.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, I think about
I've
that.
thought
Dude,
about it too.
Actually, I'm different as in like the point that I would think, what would I do if the shooter comes in? Like, what would I do? Like, what would I throw at him? Because
Yeah.
my first instinct would be to fight, even though
Yeah.
it's dumb.
Yeah, I know.
But my first instinct would be, okay, how can I drop kick this dude without him noticing me? That's what I think about.
Yeah.
But
If I had
the
a
fact that I have to
microphone
think-
and just like chuck it.
The
At
And
fact
because a week before that, right, or a week after,
Wasn't
or
there a shooting at
there
a
was
church?
a shooting at
Joel Osteen?
Joel Osteen's
Yeah.
church.
At Lakewood.
Yeah.
Lakewood church.
Yeah, it's just so scary
very
how
sad.
the world has gotten to be, and it's just like, and like the mentality that each person has now is just scary. Like school shootings. Like, I'm terrified of putting my kids in school.
Yeah.
And it's obviously I'm not a teacher. I can't homeschool them. But like the fear that I would have as a parent to leave my kid at a school is so high. And I don't even have kids. Like I freak out with my niece. Like, oh my gosh, is she okay in our
Yeah.
daycare? I forgot. Like, it's just as scary, and it just freaks me out.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And I mean, like I was telling you guys out before we started recording that I didn't know the person that passed away personally. I've known of her because we've kind of crossed paths at events here in Kansas City, and she looked like she was an incredible woman, but it looked like I think she was a mother of two.
Yeah, she was.
That were elder, and I think her son he got shot, but he didn't die.
No.
Just, like, injured.
Yeah.
He was injured, and like all the kids, like 9 or 12 kids.
Dude, it was like
Really?
14, I think.
I think 14 or 12. I
kids.
don't know. We don't know exactly. We didn't really look into, so don't
quote us on
quote
anything.
us on any of that. But it was more than 10 for
Yeah.
sure. Kids, and
That's what's that like.
that just brings me back to like Mia and my cousins, and I'm just like, over such a selfish act to just pull out a gun in the middle of like a crowd. It's just
a family event, like
ridiculous. And you know what's really weird, because we were watching it in my office, what's really weird is that I literally said in my mind, I promise you, God knows I'm not lying, I said in my mind, I'm like, watch this end in a shooting. Literally.
No, but the day of, I was on the 32nd floor of my building. I was just looking at the Union Station from the building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking, and a voice, I'm pretty sure it was God, just telling me, like, don't go. I was about to go to the Union Station with my
God.
friend, and I was going to go down there, but then later it was just like, I just heard, like, don't go down there. And so I'm like, okay, well, all right. So I'm just going to go to the radio and hang out with my mom. So that's what I did. I went over there, and then we ran some errands with Danny, and my mom's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm coming back to the radio. I was like, did you not hear what happened? I'm like, no. And like, check the news, and there was a shooting. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. It happened like when people were I think they were finalizing the.
It was like
the live
literally like at noon, like at 11 or noon. So it was like people were going into lunch.
Some of the players were still coming off of the stage.
Yeah, they were finishing the
Crazy.
ceremony and stuff like that.
that's just
I still
crazy.
went out there to have lunch.
That's great.
You went to the Union Station?
Not Union Station. I went there because my friend was out there, and I was like, make sure you guys don't come out because they were shooting. Because there were so many rumors that there was happening other shootings somewhere else. So I'm like, look, just get to an apartment, your friend's apartment, don't leave, because apparently there's rumors that there's another shooting and another shooting and another shooting. You know how people just start
Rumors.
yeah, just rumors, and I'm just like, let's just wait it out. But it's crazy though that we can't do any sort of events like that, but we don't want to. Oh my god, my stomach. Anyways, but yeah, I think it's just like the way that our mentalities are now have to be set. Sorry, I'm going everywhere, but I was actually last Friday at church at a youth service. The door was open; people could just come in and out, and I'm just like, what would I do? Who would I go in and save and help? And I'm like, I know my cousin goes there, but I'm like, I have people there that I love, like you guys and everything. I'm like, what would I do? And I think I feel like I would be the one to run towards it.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something, like
Stop
even
it.
like just like try to tackle him or something. Try to kick his gun out or something.
Why kicking? Why is that the first thing you think of?
No, I'm just saying like.
But like,
No. But he was like, I'm gonna drop kick him from all the way over here. I'm gonna kick that gun away.
Right.
he's
It's like,
ready.
no,
I'm
I was
ready
just
to
like,
I'm ready
have,
to
like-
be on the shadows. Jump out.
no, but yeah, but like,
It's sad that we have to think about it
Yeah.
like that, but
But it's, I guess, the reality.
yeah, that's
of
the
the
reality
world
we
now.
face now.
that's why you have to tell the people that you love them, because you never know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You never know when you're gonna see them again.
It's a great eye opener for
Love
everybody.
Oh.
You.
They just had a moment.
No, Anthony.
It's okay, man. I love you too.
He's just said
We've talked about this already, that they're
No.
not emotionally
No.
available, friend.
I am.
I know you are, friend. Oh my god,
You're a good friend. You're a good friend.
Thanks, man. You're a good friend too.
Is it your?
How about we go to a different question, guys?
Go ahead. What
Okay,
was the
what
question
was
you
the
brought?
question?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I had a question for you guys. And this has to do with like the church and the people of the church. So us.
Yes.
Oh god.
No, but this is like kind of serious. What do you think is one thing that Christians should work on, that they should be better on? Like they should be better with? Like in my opinion, like to give you an example, my answer would be honesty. I feel like as Christians, sometimes we're not very honest with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like we try to not lie, but it's not the same to not lie than to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we're not even honest with ourselves either. So I
In
feel
what
like,
way though?
Like for example, like what we believe in, sometimes like, or what we think about others. Like we're not honest. Like say for example, I have beef with somebody. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have beef with somebody. But I have to be honest and be like, hey yo, I'm a Christian man. I'm mature. I'm mature. I'm mature, so I can what's it called? I can go to that person and be like, "Yo, I got beef, bro."
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, "I got the patties, man. What do you want to do?"
I got the bread.
Like, are you talking about telling that person you got beef with them, or
Not just being honest. It's just
with
an
somebody
example.
with your friend? Like, bro, I got beef with that person.
Just like being honest about yourself, because sometimes like
we're fake.
we're fake. We try to be fake, or we're like, and then we talk bad about them. And
Gotcha,
that's just
yeah.
one example for me. Like I feel like as Christians, we should be honest, more honest with ourselves and more honest with other people. Because I mean, if we're Christians, right, we're like called to peace,
Yeah.
called to love, and if there's something bothering you in that
You have
aspect,
to like speak about.
yeah, you should speak about it, even if you can't with that person, then like with somebody else, so that you.
I don't have that problem. I don't have a filter. I don't hold
Which
back.
I think it's good.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
hold
it's
back.
good.
I think you guys over there know me very well. And I think Danny said that I'm very confrontational. No, I'm not confrontational. Is that if I feel like we have beef, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about it.
And that's good.
And we're gonna be like, if do you have beef? What's up? Like, what did I do
Right.
to you? Oh, you disrespected me. I'm sorry, but let me tell you what. Like, and then we can move on and move forward.
Yes.
And I've tried that with people before, and I've said, look, you and I got beef, and they're like, we do, and I'm like, yeah, because this and this and this and that, and they'll be like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay, well then we still got beef because you don't want to.
You don't want to resolve it.
You don't
just
wanna
wanna
resolve
live. You just want to live in.
Yeah,
in
like
beef.
I don't know if you remember. We won't say names, but I won't remember. I was dealing with the situation, and I was just told this person, and I said, this person thought that I won't say the name, but I say hi to everybody. Okay, I can't beef. I can't be fake. There's no fake bone in my body. So I would go and hug. I would hug Adriana. I would hug my cousin. I would hug my friend, my other friend, and then my other friend. People that I'm close to, very close to, that I've known for years. I do, and I don't do the church hug. I don't do that little side. I do the full, come on, sis. You're my sis because I've known you for more than 8 or 9 years, right? But this individual thought that it was bad of me that I didn't hug her, and I just went, like, did you remember? And so I just went like this, or hello. And she said to me, she was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, what's the problem? She was like, it's because I feel like you don't like me. I'm like, I said hello, sis. Like, what do you? I'm like, I've known them for years. I don't know you like that, and I'm like, and I'm really careful about that whole touchy with people. Like, I'm not like I'm close with you guys, but then it's like, and then I try to confront her about it, and I did in a nice way, and I'm like, so it's not that. She's like, it's not that I don't like you. It's just that I don't know you like that. She was like, well, I don't think you like me, and I said what I said. I was like, oh. Do you remember? I was like, I remember I looked at Adriana and I was like,
what do I say?
And that's the moment I think like where I did have to, maybe, I don't know if it was fake of me of that, but I feel like that was something for me to be like, you know what, you're right. You know what, I'm not going to get upset about it because obviously you don't mean that much to my life. It's not in a bad way, but you don't mean that much to where it should affect me. You said what you said perfectly because I've also said what I've said. But I can't hold anything back. Right. Like I even texted Tony, when was it, a week ago? Or a week when I was just like, are you mad at me? Like,
oh, yeah. And I was like, no.
Like, I felt like you and I had, like, I'm like that. I'm like, we got to fix it. Like, if I feel like some sort of tension, and there wasn't any tension, it is that his foot was like
badly injured.
But he just said something to me that just to me was like, kind of cut me out. Like, it caught me off guard.
Like, whoa, what's going on there,
and I'm just like, all right, we're going to talk about it. And we did, and it was easy peasy, and I'm like, oh no, it wasn't me.
Fix.
Boom, moving forward.
Yeah, it's tough, like having that lingering problem going, because I do not like having that, because it's like it can be resolved really quickly
in a second. And that's like, honestly, like going back to the question, I honestly, like thinking about it, like I feel like being honest is actually like something that all of us, like the church, needs to work on, because like obviously, like in ministries, like in each like department, like we're worshiping, like for example, danza, we're worshiping together. We have to be all, and that's what one of our leader like focuses on. Like, if you have a problem with someone, we're gonna fix it. Like, imagine going to the altar and you have something against someone else. Like, un rayo te va a caer. Like, it's just like we have to be honest with each other. Even like truth hurts. Like, but like just having that like team and like being honest with each other and that love for each other is something very important.
I think the church can also work on, again, back to your question, is compassion with others.
That too.
Having more compassion.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think to answer your question, I think it's like more of like being more welcoming, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like if
That
there's
too.
new people coming in, I like some people. Something I struggle with is going up to people. I don't like doing it, but they always say like, yeah, no one ever comes up to me and talk to me and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm just never been the person to do the first move. And so that's something like,
and I feel
and
like,
as a church too, we all struggle with that too. And
and I feel like, because me and Tony were very antisocial, so when we first moved here, it was so hard for us to talk to people. And like that's something that it like confronts me. I'm like, I was in that position. Like, don't let other Jovenes be in that same position. Go talk to them, because you never know what like those people are going through. And it's something that I also like, being welcoming to others, like just like being that person that they might need at that moment is just, we need to be that person.
Well, what's your next
I like
question?
that
Those
question.
are pretty good. Those are pretty good answers, I would say. But now I have a question for Adriana.
Oh no!
Do you cat fight with your girls? Is that what your leader was saying? Like, if you guys got a beef, cat fight it right now.
Cat
We'll
fight.
figure
Duke it out.
No, I've never had anything, but the way she's like, we're just gonna sit down, we're gonna have one speak, another speak, and then we're gonna come together and see what's gonna happen.
And
like,
then we're gonna fight.
And no, we don't do
get
that.
the gloves and just
No, that's something that I
mouthpieces.
do appreciate, because at our like, there was moments at our old church that like everyone had their cliques and like everyone had like something against each other, and that's division.
Yeah.
Like, That's something that I do love about my leader is that she's very like, we're one big family. We're all here for one purpose.
Yeah.
We're all supposed to love each other, support each other, welcome each other, our worst and our best. Like, yeah.
I was under a leadership that Tony's gonna know that they used to have the forgiveness
circle.
Man,
circle.
I always miss it when I'm not there.
Oh
It's
my
like every time I'm
God.
sick, we're gonna do the forgiveness circle.
Y'all know, people who know. And
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. And we would always have we would have to stand in a line and then talk to the person in front of you and then move to the next person. If you guys need to step away to talk about something personal and everything. And I was talking to Jennifer, our guest that we had here. She's like, when I saw you that you were getting closer to this individual, you were like, oh, they're going to need a good hour or two. Because you just have different personalities,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And we're all very expressive. And I used to tell people in those forgiveness, I would let it all out.
Wait. So my question is, what do you mean by forgiveness circle? Is like you guys line up in a circle?
No, we get like face to face, and then the leader says, talk to that person if you have. Hey,
In
I would
front of
like to
everybody?
forgive you. No, not in front of everybody. You could. That's what I'm saying. Like she would
It
tell
was
us
privately.
you can step away if you need to, but if you don't, you don't have to. But pretty much everybody would step away because people would have. I didn't even know people would have that many beefs. But then again, it's like we're all human, and that's
Right,
what I'm coming
right.
about, showing compassion. And it's like we all go through things. Our personalities come out. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know-
it's like having disagreements isn't bad. What's bad is like keeping those grudges.
Yeah.
Because disagreements will come.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But if you want to keep them, now I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
I-
interesting.
I honestly like, we once did that and a lot of stuff came out and we no, not like bad, like we just like, oh, like this is going on, like it was stuff like that, and it helped us like to understand what they're going through and like
Yeah.
oh, I thought she was just being rude, but she's honestly going through this. So I feel like it's actually very important to have those conversations with those people because like it's just very, it cleans the air.
So in that forgiveness circle, you like apologize to the person. Is that what you're?
Yeah,
what you're doing?
I mean, you go over there and you be like, "Hey, have I ever done anything to you?" Yeah,
Yeah, you did this.
But if you haven't, like for example, I'll say some person, you or George. You know, everybody knows George. Our player. This dude is like
mellow. Super sweet.
He's
Super
super
nice.
sweet. He does
Right.
nothing wrong in
Right.
my eyes. He does
Right.
nothing wrong. He'd be like, bro, I just want to ask you if I ever. I'm like, George, get out of my face, because like you are like. I admire you, you
Right,
know.
right.
But I'm like, hold on, but with you, come over here because we got something to talk about. No, but I would ask for, and I know with me, I know I have to ask for forgiveness a lot of the times because I can come off very aggressive, and I know I get it. My delivery sometimes is not the best. It's not like this thing that people at my church now say that you tried it. It was a thing that I learned from someone that they said, don't ever let anything drag out. So if someone says to you that something that they have tried you or tried your patience or tried you personally, immediately say you tried it, and that's gonna tell that person that they've said something that was off-putting, and so that's when you guys hear me say, "Oh, you tried it,"
Oh, I see.
because you tried it,
yeah, you tried it and you failed.
like you failed, like you're
say that
fired.
a lot when I talk to you.
Well, because you be trying it. Sometimes you be doing it.
Uh-oh.
Adriana,
Hey, guys.
we've gotten better.
Yeah.
So guess what? We're going to the forgiveness circle segment of the show.
I didn't know that was a segment.
Should we do it?
Oh, do we want to do it?
Should we do it?
I don't think
I don't have anything.
anything
I
don't have
against
anything
everyone.
I don't have anything.
Oh.
Really.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Well, that was a pretty short segment.
Yeah.
I
I think
hope you guys
me and
liked it.
Adriana worked on. We
worked it
We've
out.
worked on a few things because she's very like, she's kind of like me a little bit. She will tell you how she's feeling, but she sometimes is like, ugh, like, ugh. Like I would talk to her mom's sister Karen Hiller. We love Sister Karen.
My mom.
She'd be like, "Is everything with you and Adriana okay?" And I'm like, "No," because she tried it. because she be doing the most, and I have to check her sometimes. She'd be like, "But then you tried it," and so yeah. But
We're better.
we're way better. Oh,
That you're trying to raise your hand really quick. I got something. to
actually,
say.
I feel like I vibe with her more. From everybody, no shade to anybody.
It's 'cause
Okay.
honestly, like it's funny, but it sounds counterintuitive, but when you have beef with somebody and then you fix it, you get closer to that person.
Because you understand them and you know where they're coming from.
Right. So since you have
But
had,
not saying that we had a beef.
no,
we
but,
didn't.
but
We
you know what I
didn't.
mean. Like having disagreements really helps you
Yeah.
grow as a relationship, like even like friendship or anything, romantic friendship. Because like you go through that struggle and then you have like an imbalance. But then once you fix it, you're like,
Yeah.
all right.
But it wasn't beef. Well, between me and her, like I
I
want to
just
clear
had
this out.
attitude.
It wasn't beef. It's just our personalities.
Yeah.
And once I understood her personality and she understood mine, I can literally be 100% with her.
Right.
I really can. And it's like the person. Like I have a different relationship with Tony than I have with you, with Daniel. But with her, it's like she gets my personality. She gets my vibe. Like it's giving.
It's giving. By the way, I'm just kidding. Everyone's stealing our
Everyone's
thing,
stealing our It's Giving at church.
so
So
we're coming up with something new.
in private because
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Alright, moving on. Next question.
Next question.
Yeah. I guess. Do you guys have any questions, or should I ask the next question? Yeah,
I thought
go ahead.
you were going to ask.
I think. How much time do we have left?
2 minutes.
Alright,
But just
next-
ask your last question. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
will.
last
finish it.
question.
Oh, my last question. All right, but I feel like we're gonna talk about it a lot.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, here's my question. Do you think, as a Christian, that you can choose who you're going to marry, or do you feel like God chooses for you?
Oh,
Oh,
my
God chooses.
We should have left it.
I told you. I told you.
Ooh.
I think God chooses.
Jonathan, what do you think?
I think we might keep it for the next episode.
Oh, okay. Just
But that's
clip
the
my
next question. Huh?
clip my answer then. As of now,
I mean,
I
what's
think-
your answer?
What's my answer? This is the thing. Like, I don't know. It's because this is something deep, bro. That's
It
why I wanted to
is.
ask. That's
No,
why-
but I'm now intrigued. Like, what do y'all think?
I think God chooses.
My grandmother taught me this, and I've always lived, and I think I want to still apply it in my life. Is that when God created you, He created your other half. I think there's someone designed for you and destined for you that God has picked for you, because no one knows you more than He does.
Exactly.
No one knows your past and your future like He does, and He has to have that special person in your life that is going to maintain with you. Now, I think throughout life, He's giving you opportunities to be like, that's not it, and gives you the free will to be like, to date this person, but it's going to help you realize something about yourself that possibly you need to still grow up from, that person is not ready to receive in the moment. And then you move on and you move forward.
Yep.
But I personally believe that God does. I think God has someone chosen for you.
Here's what I think, and I feel like I don't know if this is wrong. Like, and if you see me and you feel like you don't agree with me, we can talk about it. But I think
You duke it out.
we can duke it out, right? I don't fight. I talk. All right. No, but really, like if you're watching this and you have a question, like I'm willing to talk about it.
DM
But-
us on Yap Central Instagram.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah. Let us know what do you think. Does
And
God
we'll read your
choose?
comments on next.
Does God choose, or
You
can
choose.
I think that God is a matchmaker,
Yeah.
but I don't think we're predestined. I don't think there's a specific person, but I think God is a matchmaker. I think God chooses, but you don't have like that specific person. Why do I say this? Because what happens if that person doesn't choose you back? What do you do then? Then are you predestined to be single? Or are you
Like, what
predestined to be
happened?
screwed?
Wait. You're
Stop.
saying, but
I'm confused.
You
No,
say
I
your
get
wife
it.
though.
You get it right?
I get it. So I was like, no, I think
No,
God,
explain it because I'm really
No,
confused.
I get it. So I always had that question of like, if God has my husband, or my specific other, but my specific other chooses someone else, what happens to me? And that's a question I've always asked my mom. Like, who am I going to marry then?
And so what I think is that God
Yeah.
is a matchmaker. Like I think God is the one who chooses for you. Yes. And if you choose by yourself, you're going to make a mistake. But if you let God do it, He's going to choose the right person. But I don't think there's like a specific
Destined.
person like, yo, this is the person you're going to marry. Because in the Bible, the only real example that we get of that, the only example that I see in the Bible of that is like Eve with
Yeah.
Adam and Eve. But every other marriage, it was like
They chose.
It's a little rocky.
it's a little rocky, right? It's not like it was like made to be, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like you can see God's hand in there, but it's not like, oh, they were perfect for each
Perfect.
other. So that's why I think that there's not like
Wow,
that
yeah.
perfect person, but more like God is a matchmaker, and because he's a matchmaker, he knows exactly what you need, and he's like, here's this girl for you, or here's this guy for you.
I feel like the only relationship that I feel like it was some sort of bit stable a little bit was Abraham and Sarah, but still, she was a little off.
But still, yeah,
Well,
She was a little
yeah,
off.
there was still a little bit.
And you
like
know,
obviously there's no perfect like there's gonna be problems, but I do agree, like I never like actually like been able to talk
like-
about that with actually other people, but like I always thought like, oh, God has this specific person, but in the back of my head I'm like, what if that person goes a different path and goes with someone else?
Right.
So I agree
Because
with,
we can choose.
exactly we have our free
we
will.
have our free will to like say no or yes to God, and so then it's like if God is telling you this and you're saying no, then is the other person screwed?
Yeah.
That reminds me of like that one meme is like the girl is like, oh God, send me that guy that you chose for me. A nice guy shows up. Oh, not him. Like
Not
that.
him.
Or like the meme of like my wife was praying for me to like be single
To
until
be
she
single.
until I can find him.
You
You
can
can stop
stop
praying
now.
now. It's
Stop
working.
Yeah.
that's a big question.
But do you get like the
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I think that what I'm understanding is that it's a balance of both things. Is that he does choose, but then also you get to choose if you want to choose what God has chosen for you. Oh wow.
Period. That was good.
Okay.
Keep going deep.
Please give me a real quote.
We gotta get it on
That's
the
my
notes and
that's
put
my
it-
mission one day that I would be in. Yours was what is it to be that our podcast is gonna be playing under a what?
Subway
TikTok
Surfer.
or-
Subway Surfer.
Yeah.
And mine is could be like
A TED Talk.
you know, a TikTok with
TED
very
Talk.
intense music
Music.
behind me, and then what I'm saying is being written
And
in
then
the screen,
captions and
captioned, and then that's my goal.
Yeah.
But anyways,
No, that's good.
but I guess it's a balance. But I don't know. I know of a relationship right now that he has tried to date multiple women and has not worked out for him very well.
Yeah.
And we know who he is.
I don't know who he is, but
I don't
but
know.
we'll,
either,
we'll
but
talk about
figure
it.
We'll talk
out.
about it. But like this person has not. I'm not saying that he's dated two people at the same time. No, I'm saying like he has dated a person in a certain time in his life, and it didn't work out. And then dated another person. Then he actually wanted someone who didn't want him back, and this person has the biggest heart. And then finally, this person came to KC, and they were perfect for each other. And I've like it. There was just a match that happened, and someone said to them like, "Hey, that's who God chose for you," and just the way that they both chose each other. Now, if this person would have been like about, "Oh, I don't want to talk to anybody else," then he probably would have missed his opportunity
Yeah.
of whatever God chose for him. So I see what you're saying. I mean, this person, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
yeah.
What?
I'm over here.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I think
But
we'll talk
Okay,
about
we'll talk
it.
about it.
No, but
But
yeah,
anyways,
that person. Shout out to God, bro, because he's
Yeah.
a matchmaker.
He is a great
He
matchmaker.
really came through.
Shout out to God.
He really came through with that.
Yeah.
With one of our friends in that.
He
aspect.
did. And like the way that I see his growth, and I've spoken to him, he's gonna know who that, and people are gonna know who I'm talking about, is because you can see the growth. His business grew, his mentality just was it's in the right lane,
Right.
and it's even the way that he dresses, he's losing weight.
Right.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
a bunch of like it's like all of a
oh
sudden
my
his-
god,
like all of a sudden it turned around. Like all of a sudden it like went to a different
Jesus
level.
is-
do a peep, beep beep.
Yeah, I just do it afterwards. Oh.
All right, back again.
do you guys
Oh.
like think? Okay, question. I've talked about this with Tony like a while back. Like, if you dated someone and you guys broke up, do you guys have like, oh, would you guys date them again?
No.
If it's in God's will, or
That's a
That's what
toughie right there.
I say we save that for the next
I bet you
episode.
won't right
No, because we'll save that for the next episode.
Yeah, we'll save it for the
Save
next
it
episode.
I want to know what Danny has to say to all these questions.
I
Danny.
think we'll ask him next episode. So you
Next
better check it out.
episode.
Anywho, thank you for
All
watching
right,
this
thank
episode.
you guys for watching
They tried
this
it.
episode.
Tried it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this was a pretty fun episode.
Pretty fun. I
It
feel
was-
like we
I-
could go deeper though in
I
these
know.
conversations.
It went pretty deep though.
So
Yeah.
let us know. Let us know. Like send us a DM. Talk to us in person.
Part
Send us
two.
some questions too.
Should we go deeper? Should we
Yeah.
go longer?
And
Or
yes.
should we keep it the way that we're doing it right now?
Yeah,
We're always open to suggestions.
yeah. We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, sorry.
Anywho.
I feel like there should be a part 2
Yeah, there should be a part 2.
because I want to know what Danny has to say about some of these questions.
All right. Well, it'll be episode
6.
6.
What episode is this one gonna be?
5
5.
Look at us.
or 5.5,
No, because
5.2.
no, that's
Wait,
We'll just-
Jonathan, what do you? What to ask you? Do you think? What was the question again?
How about we save for
Do you
next
think
week?
that? Do you think that God chooses for you, or you can choose by yourself, and then God gives you the blessing?
You don't have to be on camera, but you can.
Here, I'll give him this one.
Do you think it's another ghost? You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to.
That's a very good question. Like, no,
You're just
for real.
gonna stand there and be like,
It looks like a stand-up comedian. Like, so, guys, what do you think about
Go
the
ahead,
airplane
Fred.
food?
I mean, if we want to go off the Bible, I mean, God kind of chose Eve for Adam, but then also like I mean, I want to think how like Isaac chose his wife, Rebecca. He actually didn't choose his wife, but like
Yeah.
his servant chose his wife for him. But he still prayed for God for his wife. So I mean, it can really go either way. I heard people who say like, you know, if you meet the person, like, you know, and you pray about it, and like things are going well for you, then like, you know, that's God's will. But like obviously, I think everything that we do, we have to let like the Holy Spirit guide us. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's the best way. We've seen examples of people who they just get together and they're like, you know, a couple of years later, they're divorced. You know, so I mean, I think after, you know, accepting Jesus, like, you know,
Yeah.
the second most important question in our life is like who we're gonna get married to. So that's a very like interesting conversation. Keep going.
Mike
Don't drop it.
Mic
Don't
drop.
drop it.
Don't
Don't
drop
drop
the
it. Don't drop
very
it.
expensive mic.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Don't drop it, friend. But thank you for your opinion.
Thank you.
We're gonna do a part 2 for
We're
this.
doing a
Yeah.
part 2. Absolutely.
We're gonna do part 2.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Danny, we missed
We
you.
missed Danny.
No, but yeah, no. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, DM us on Yap Central Instagram.
Yeah, questions.
Any questions, we'll answer.
Oh yeah.
I
Even
feel like-
questions directly. For example, is Jesus, are you single? Type questions, and he'll answer them for you, and we'll pass on his.
If you're a young, beautiful girl, ask
How
me that
young?
question. I will
Be
answer
a
you.
little-
Just send me a DM and I will answer you honestly.
young,
Really
beautiful
honest.
girl,
So, yeah.
18 and
But older
older.
than
So if you
18 and
consider
older.
yourself a beautiful
Okay, you
girl,
wanna clear
Christian,
Can you clear that up?
18 and older.
Yes.
yes, correct. Given 21 and older,
Okay.
just to be
How
safe.
old are you?
I'm 24.
Dang. No, you're not.
24.
I thought you were 22.
I'm 24.
You're a
Danny's
liar.
22.
No, Danny's 23.
No,
I
he's
thought you and
22.
Danny were the same age.
No, we're only like a year apart.
Oh yeah, your birthday. Just
No, we're only months apart. We're only 5 months apart.
No.
So Danny's gonna turn 24, and I'm already 24.
Wow. Friend, that was a beautiful answer. Great answer.
He's like, we're still recording.
Okay.
But
We're
yeah.
just delaying the exit.
Sorry, guys.
But thank you
I'm
guys.
probably gonna
Guys.
cut it off.
I promise I won't miss another podcast. I was a little sick, but I did miss Danny, and this
you
was a
promise?
great.
And if you break it,
If
we'll
he
kick you
breaks
out.
it,
And if
well,
we break it, we'll break your chins.
you're-
He tried it. On that note, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with your friends after burp.
And give us a 5-star rating on all podcasting streaming sites, just like Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Period.
And Alexa.
Who the heck is Alexa?
All right, we're gonna end this podcast. We're gonna end this podcast with a harmony. Ready?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.